me a moment. I'm having a few connection issues. My internet connection's dived. Let me get back into the chat just so I can keep going. Okay, there's chat. Come on. Check my dash. Still going. Oh shit. Yeah. Check my stream's still coming out now. Yeah, there we go. Right. Apologies. Back online. Oh shit, maybe not go that way. Maybe go this way. So I think we finally came into contact with, effectively, the god of the city. Or as more close as you can get to that kind of idea.
Hey kid. Hey, Ronnie, are you there? I need to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm here. Not heard from you in a while, Control.
Yeah, listen kid, I need to apologize. Last time I was,
Drunk?
If only. I can't drink anymore. Can't sleep anymore. Sometimes I get strung out.
I'm sure your job is just as tough as mine.
You have no idea. I heard some rumors. Sounds like this has been a rough night for you too. Run-ins with Corpsec and Lomo.
Am I in trouble?
You're making your deliveries, making waves, surviving. It's all good, Rania. Come by Cloudpunk HQ to get a new package.
Hey, Control, I got stuck in the hollows and...
What were you doing down there?
I guess I got lost. Anyway, I got talking to this broken terminal down there and it said it was CORA.
Look, all sorts of people say the word CORA, but they really mean broken. City algorithms, or damn, even just fate. It doesn't really mean anything anymore. Got it?
I guess.
Listen up. We need to talk business. You're getting a bit of a bump up in priority. The customer ratings algorithm has you ranked pretty high. I've got a premium contract for you.
Did I get some good reviews or something?
A few.
Can you tell me who?
I'm not supposed to. Never Slow Joe said you were a fine gal. We had a review from a William, who said you were more than satisfactory.
What about the Octavius Butlers?
They rated you mediocre.
That's about what I expected from them. What's this fancy job then?
You're meeting a CEO, delivering to the Spire.
Wait, what? Really?
Really?
It's a trap!
Upgrade your neural augment to the Macula BIOS core today and get 20% faster reaction time and up to 30% funnier improv comedy.
Should we get something to eat?
We?
Well, you. But I am interested in food. I am food curious.
Why?
There is no food for me, but there is food for dogs. I want to be a good dog.
There's nothing like food for an automata? Nothing at all?
There is clock cycles, and I suppose voltage. They feel different.
Taste different.
No, that is not it. But when I have slow clock cycles, I feel dimmer, flickering, like my thinking has clouds.
Is it worse when you're in the Hava frame?
No, a little. I don't want to make you feel bad.
I'll get you a new frame soon, Camus.
I know. Maybe you need food, though.
I am a little hungry. I have the thinking clouds, too. I should eat something. What, though?
Oh, we can't go there. Thought we could. Never mind. Bit of a tunnel thingy. Oh shit. Ah, fuck. Relax. Not too much damage this time round.
Your eyes open.
Oh, it's actually a task to get something to eat, okay. Even though we don't need to. Ah. Shit. See if there's anywhere that is food over here. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Now presents Season 7 of Warrior, the only reality show where war celebrities...
Welcome to my humble restaurant in the rain. What can I get you?
Crispy meat soup.
Not bad. Thank you.
Don't let all the rain get you down. See you again soon.
Can I ask about food again?
Go ahead, Camus.
How was it?
Good. Surprisingly good. You know, I never thought the food would be the one thing I wouldn't hate about Nivalis. Mom said it was all junk. I mean, it is. But it tastes so good.
It is junk?
Not actual junk. Mom was exaggerating.
I don't like exaggerating. It is the worst thing in the whole world.
Yes, very good.
You know, it's not all junk either. They actually sell some good food here, too. Fresh tomatoes grown in the vents, crow eggs from the low spire, hot bread basted in walnut oil, cherry pie. No way those are real cherries, though.
You sound happy.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm looking forward to exploring the food stalls tomorrow. We just need to get through tonight, Camus.
You can order food by drone too, if you don't like to go outside. Because you hate the city so much.
You know, I don't mind the idea of going out and exploring the food stalls. It feels more like...
Home?
Not quite, but those glute bars are so good, I bet even Mom would have liked them.
Do we go up on one of those big elevators?
I go up in one. It's called a vinculum ascender, apparently. It's only for people.
What's a vinculum? What's an ascender? I'm people.
You are, but right now you can't come with me. Most people just call them Vink tubes. They take you to the spire.
The spire? Wow!
Card. I think even the camera knows which direction I'm going. I don't know which direction it's trying to go. Oh, another punch card. See, I think that the game devs here have come up with some sort of really, I don't know, possibly epic kind of story. You know, whole city possibly being in the balance, the fate of this huge city in the balance. And I think you are involved implicitly in whatever's going to happen.
That presents season 7 of...
Hey, you. I need to ask you a question.
I'm busy.
I just need a minute. I'm a structural engineer, and I'm trying to make sure we don't have another disaster like in Sector 18. You're not too busy to help prevent that, are you?
I don't know how I can help you. I just make deliveries.
You driving all the time? You see a lot of the city?
This is actually my first night on the job.
Ah, still, you've probably seen a lot already.
Yes.
Sure. It seems like the city is falling apart. Can't you guys do anything?
And we're trying. The whole infrastructure is plasteel built on top of concrete, held together with ancient rivets and materials we don't even have names for anymore. The computer systems are so ancient they've gone senile. No one knows how everything is still working or how to know when it stops working. The city is held together with duct tape and hopes and dreams.
How did things get so bad?
It's always been like this. These disasters have been a long time coming.
Can't you fix it?
Fix what?
The accidents, the city.
You have no idea. The engineers are powerless now. With my colleagues, it's all superstition and ritual. They talk with AIs that stopped talking back 1,000 years ago. They press buttons and switches that could make everything better or worse. Or they might do nothing at all. They're like monkeys trying to operate a satellite array with a broken computer terminal. I'm the last real engineer, the only scientist among them all.
So how am I supposed to help?
Well, if you see any street signs blink 3 times and then turn red, come tell me, okay?
Sure. What does that mean, though?
Probably nothing. But if you see them flash blue, well, that means trouble. So get out of there.
Okay.
Blue? You said red the first time.
Oh yeah, blue or red. Either one.
What about other colors?
No, blue or red is bad. Anything else means there's no problems.
Okay.
Unless it's green or orange. And if they turn purple, well, that doesn't really matter.
I'll make your mind up. Is this
Why
important
not?
or isn't it?
If they turn purple, well, it's too late for you to do anything anyway.
Okay, so what? That's a completely random conversation. That sort of
Freeing
could
you
have
from
meant something
restrictions,
or might
breaking barriers.
not.
Honima
Who knows?
and Nivalis. Honima Enterprises.
So, you know, I'm liking this environment. It's got a lot going on. Who's this? Apparently it's no one. There's no one there. Okay, so we're going up the spire, apparently.
Camus, can you hear me?
Hey, Rania, I'm reading you. How's the spire?
I was trying to talk to... I'm not there yet, Control. I'm in the Vink tube.
I was in one of those once.
You secretly a retired corp billionaire, Control?
Hardly.
Okay, something's happening. I don't know what.
But you haven't done this your whole life, right? You weren't always a Cloudpunk dispatcher.
It feels like my whole life and more. I can barely remember a time before Cloudpunk.
I've only been in Nivalis for half a day, and home already feels 1,000,000 miles away.
Yeah, that's what happens. You got family back home?
I've got no one. The debt corpse took everything.
Of course, that's why you came here and took the job. You're a debt orphan.
Why did you take the job, Control?
Nothing else I could do. It's the kids' faces I struggle to remember, Rania. I can picture Simone's smile pretty good, her frown even clearer, but the kids...
I'm really sorry.
Do me a favor, Rania. Don't talk to me about CORA anymore.
Sure thing, Control. What happened to them?
It was an accident in Midtown. A bad one. I know it doesn't mean anything, not really, but I heard one of the accident cleanup crew say this is the 3rd traffic accident caused by CORA this week.
That's awful.
Maybe they didn't know what they were saying, but if CORA is some mad AI that caused that accident, well, I ain't gonna forgive that. Whether CORA is an automata or an android or even a person, if they cost me my family, I ain't gonna let that go. Not ever.
I understand.
That's a bad sign.
You almost at the spire?
Looks like I'm about halfway there.
Says on your file you're a musician.
I was. You can't say you're a musician if you don't play anymore. I used to play the flute.
You won't play something for me?
Sorry, Control. You know how you don't want to talk about CORA? Well, the flute, it's the same for me.
I get it, Rania. I get it. That's a real shame.
Bloody hell, this
Feels
is
like a
taking forever.
lifetime since I heard music.
How high are we going?
Anyway, I better go. Good luck up there.
Okay, make a delivery to CEO just turned up on my tasks bar.
I have your delivery, consignment 1432.
That's for me, code PNPL12.
Here you go, sir.
Thanks, lady. You're a lifesaver. I was gonna tell the boys in the office about this, but actually, I'm gonna keep it all for myself. Can you believe our last order put pineapple on it?
Pineapple on what?
The pizza. We rely on drones to get the best food deliveries up here, but in the last week they've gone mad. All our orders are messed up. Some problem with the city AI affecting the food logistics. I don't understand all the details. It's supposed to be fixed by tomorrow, but I couldn't wait.
You paid Cloudpunk to bring you a pizza?
Sure. I've been working all night. I need this.
This pizza delivery probably costs more than my salary. Couldn't you just order a regular pizza and pick off the pieces of pineapple?
You?
Sure. And why don't I just drink the juice out of the bottom of my trash can while I'm at it?
Well, yeah, it's got a point.
Is pineapple so bad?
Yes. It's
No,
fucking
chemist,
awful.
it's fine. Actually, I've never even tried it. It's too expensive.
There is a sign over there. Did you see the sign?
The one that says you are now entering the spire? No cold callers, no panhandlers, organ donors needed?
Yes. What if it was different?
Different how?
Different in a funny way.
Are you suggesting a prank, chemist?
I am suggesting a prank.
Seems risky. Maybe we should just get out of here. I don't know. Hey, Camus, you see that bird?
I believe it is a falcon.
His name is Norman.
How do you and Norman know each other?
Through a mutual friend. I think he might be lost. I should tell the falconer.
To know what you changed.
Not much, just a few words.
I want to know the nature of the prank. Which words?
I replaced organ with pineapple.
Oh, this is amusing. I am amused. Do you really think they will get deliveries of pineapples?
Oh yes, vendors know how much they can get selling to the spire.
They will get pineapples, but they did not want pineapples. This is a very high-quality prank.
It's petty and childish, but thanks, chemist. Let's just hope we don't get caught and fired for it.
I'm sure we won't. Falconer and tell him about Norman the Vulcan. I don't think I'd ever say that sentence either. to tell someone about Norman the Falcon.
Better than real.
Yeah, okay.
Hey kid, the weirdest job came up. There's not much pay in it though.
I could do weird, as long as it's not some other rich asshole.
Definitely not. The moisture farmers in the vents are starving. They need emergency rations. This job takes you pretty far, all the way out of Novellas.
Okay. Still don't like that, the fact that they have to completely unload the scene and they couldn't sort of keep the dialogue going while you're sort of transiting between the two zones. It seems a bit clumsy.
What? Really?
Yeah, in a technical sense at least. The vents are outside CorpSec jurisdiction and just outside the Novellas city limits.
Shot.
They're below the city, actually, in the maintenance frame that supports the infrastructure.
And people live there?
If you call it a living. They eat mold and algae that grows on the steam vents.
Yummy.
But they're free.
It's a high price to pay for freedom, kid.
I'll do it.
Pick up the packages from Cloudpunk HQ, and I'll send you a nav point down into the vents.
Oops. Let's find the Falcon, dude. Let's say all the accents, some of the voice work is really odd. It's not bad, it's just a little bit strange. Some of the accents are a bit weird. Sometimes it almost feels like they used a, I don't know, some voice synthesizer to put some of the work together. Everything sounds a bit stilted and emotionless. Maybe that's deliberate, maybe it's not. I don't know. Cool. Way to get to the Falcon, apparently. Oh shit! Ah! Fuck! Ow! God damn it. No. Fuck. I don't think I wanted to jump zones, I don't think. Oh, god damn it, I'm on the wrong level. Interesting that it's only the people you can talk to that actually appear to be solid and are like collidable.
Presents Season 7 of Warrior, the only reality show where war, celebrities, and laser-tipped battle axes come together in a zero-G combat.
One slice, please. Oh, wait. Are those real cherries?
Well, they ain't holograms, lady.
Yeah, but where would you get real cherries in Navalis?
Lots of places. Orchards up in the spire, growing beds down in the vents, one of those labs that grow cultured retro fruit.
I'm not talking hypothetically here. Where did you get those cherries?
Wherever you like, lady. I find the best way to enjoy the flavor comes from tasting with your imagination.
And I find the best way to avoid food poisoning is to know where my cherries come from.
I swear, these taste exactly like cherries.
That is not a normal thing to say about actual cherries.
No, that isn't.
You want a slice or not?
No.
Yes. No. I can't decide.
Have you even tasted real cherries before?
Back home, they were my favorite.
The Eastern Peninsula?
Yeah.
Well, you'll love this pie. A genuine slice of home. What do you say?
No, actually, I'm good.
Suit yourself, country girl.
Hey, I saw your bird. I mean your falcon, Norman. What happened?
We had a disagreement.
So you let him go?
Let is not the word I would use.
So Norman escaped?
He clawed my eye. If I catch him, I will skin him.
You have to be careful with wild animals.
I told you, he is not a wild animal. Where did you see him?
The slums. Deep in the slums. You know the part that smells like sulfur in the low levels?
Yes.
Well, lower than that.
Right. Time to teach that bird a lesson.
Okay, so that was a naughty event then. Okay, done that. Now I can get back to actually doing the job. Maybe.
Unauthorized street races have been reported in this sector.
Wait for left, 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 wait for left. somewhere.
Pretty cool.
I got pink! I got pink!
From the city? We don't like the city.
Not really, Camus. We're just going through to the vents below.
It won't be like home?
I don't think so.
Is it dangerous?
We're trying to save these people from starving, Camus. I think they'll be glad to see us. It's worth the risk.
Do you think this is nice food for the people?
I think it's all they're getting, and I'm surprised they're getting it.
I hope they like it.
Me too, Camus.
See the clouds above, like a boiling. Is it not? about the bottom of the whole thing. Oh, bloody hell. Right, yeah. Here we go, going out. Yep. This is off the grid. Choice.
You the delivery stooge?
I'm from Cloudpunk. I have your packages.
Those are no use to me. I can't deliver to the outpost anymore. None of our vehicles work. The fuel lines froze. You should keep your engine running.
Did you get that, Camus?
Yes, I will keep a couple clock cycles free and monitor the temperatures.
How do you live here? It's so cold.
What do you care?
I asked, didn't I?
Whatever. Just leave the packages here. Go back to your city.
It's not my city.
Sure it is. You took this job because you were curious, right? Welcome to your poverty safari. This is our life.
I'm not even from the city.
The Eastern Peninsula?
Up until last week.
I see. Sorry. I thought you were just another Nivali. My name's Retsu.
Rania.
CORA knows what you must think of the big stack. That's what we call the city down here. It's the worst place on the planet. And we cling to the bottom like barnacles. And you know what? It's a hell of a lot better down here. We made this place a kind of home.
You've been here a while?
Yeah, I wasn't the first, though. Old Zeke traveled out here over 100 years ago. He set up the first moisture farm, collecting heat for his home from the vents. Folk had tried to live here before him, but he was the first to realize you couldn't live on rations alone. And you had to be ready for the chills.
So what was old Zeke's secret?
Zeke realized you could cultivate the algae pits for warmth when the vents cycled cool. He realized you could mill the mold dust into flour. He figured out how to cross the steam lanes with a suit made from old abandoned Hover's insulation layers. I swear, they say no one alive can survive the wastelands between the cities. But if anyone could, it was Zeke.
And you took his place as the boss?
I'm the community leader, sure. But I'm not the longest surviving settler, not by a long shot. The elders living beyond the far rim say they knew Zeke's grandkids. Tales of Zeke surviving, thriving even out here in the vents, attracted a lot of folk that wanted to live off the grid.
See, it looks quite a busy,
away from
complicated
security
structure.
And the lights and the headaches.
You know, you've got gantries
Everyone
and
has
fire
headaches
escapes and
in the big
things.
stack, you know.
I don't.
You will. Everyone gets them eventually. Doesn't the air smell cleaner down here?
Every time I breathe in, it feels like my lungs are going to freeze and shatter.
Well, that is the problem right now. This is supposed to be summer.
How can it be summer here?
The warm season. The vents cycle between warm and cold over a predictable time period. Or at least they used to. It seems like all the maintenance systems are going mad recently. We have a saying here, CORA provides. Well, right now all CORA is providing is a new ice age.
What do you think CORA is?
CORA is everything, and all of us. CORA is the provider and the caretaker and the disciplinarian. CORA holds out a closed fist, and we must push out our chin. Sometimes the fist holds wood, sometimes the fist strikes us, and yet we must endure.
Very
So
philosophical.
CORA is your...
Salvation, and right now, CORA has sent us you.
I'm not really religious like that. I think you have to help yourself. Be independent.
You can't lecture us on independence while you live in Nivalis under the watch of the corpse.
You said you cling like a... what did you call it? A barnacle?
Harsh and fair words, Ronia. I know you have seen CORA's light, though. It glows from you. Am I wrong?
Who knows? So, you want me to deliver these parcels?
I would appreciate it. We really are starving. 3 families. I can give the coordinates to your vehicle.
Okay, I'll get going then. I'll see you on the way back.
CORA willing. Be cautious around my brethren, Ronia. They live like sculptures of ice, fragile and temporary.
Okay, looks as if we're going deeper into this section. Shit.
I was sent to deliver supplies?
Sent by who?
Cloudpunk.
I don't know who that is. You from the big stack? Get out of here.
You need this. It's food.
I don't need nothing from you.
Retsu said...
Retsu sent you?
Yes, he said you should take this.
What did you say? Give it here.
They don't trust us very much.
Oh,
I bet they have their reasons, Camus.
It's like even the derelict cars are made out of blocks and like sort of Lego post-apocalyptic vehicles. I'm not sure where I'm going.
you supplies.
Who sent you?
Retsu.
Well, okay then. I ain't seen no one from the stacks down here in years. Decades even. You know, maybe you can use this. You put it in the wall and it gives you token. Or something like that.
Thanks. It's just 5 numbers on a bit of paper.
That's right. Thank you kindly for the supplies. Now we even.
Now,
Well, thank
that,
you kindly.
I think, is a code for one of these hold cash units, which I think is like a, I don't know, banking cash deposit thing. I wonder if that's going to be actually worth real money when we get back to the real world. I mean, look at this. It's really quite a nice, complex little location. There's a lot of detail to it. I like it. Okay. Let's just check our stream. Still coming through, okay. Just gonna go grab that collectible first.
Hello, I'm here too.
They already called me on the old CB radio and told me you were on your way. You're the talk of the town, lady.
I'm just a delivery driver.
Well, I don't know if anybody has said this to you before, but I'll say it now. Thank you.
Thanks. I mean, you're welcome.
I'd get back to the city as quick as possible, lady. There's a chill coming. I can feel it in my bones. Anyone outside is gonna get sharded. Go, quickly. And don't think twice about coming back here, you hear?
Okay, good luck.
Okay. Let's try and get the fuck out of here then. Shit. Okay, that is not the way. Retsu's down there. I think.
I can see Retsu. Why is he not moving?
Oh no. Camus, find us somewhere to park.
The security overrides won't let me. The temperature is too low. It is not safe to land now.
Oh.
If you got out of the Hova, you would feel very cold. Then you'd be stuck, like the man.
Oh,
He's not stuck, Camus. He's gone.
He can't be gone. He can't move.
Dead, Camus. He's dead.
Aw.
Fragile and temporary. Let's go. There's nothing else we can do.
Oh, shit. Jeez. This is brutal, I think, you know, on the storyline scale of things. Pretty grim.
I am getting a message request.
Why are you getting a message request? If there's a message request, it should come to my comm.
The message is addressed to the Hova.
So it's someone I don't know. Patch it through, I guess.
My ship had finally come in, but in this case, the ship was a battered hova. Redemption comes in all shapes and sizes, sometimes with bumps, dents, and a dime store paint job.
What? Who is this?
The dame wanted a name. What did I have left to lose? And nothing but my hat. I let her know that I was Huxley, but I left off the private investigator. She'd know the deal soon enough.
So you're a private investigator and your name is Huxley.
The dame was as sharp as my ex-wife's parting words before she left me and moved back in with her mother. She'd pegged me as a PI, but I still needed her help. Maybe I could drop some bills in her pocket if she could get me back to the big stack.
I think Huxley is malfunctioning.
I'm closing this channel now. Please stop calling me.
The dame was giving me a shoulder so cold, I was getting frostbite. I had to sweeten the deal. I'd already mentioned the cash, but no dice. Maybe I'd put it all on red and tell her about the girl I was trying to save. The dame sounded hard as ice, but Pasta's story was so sad it would melt a diamond.
Okay,
why does he talk like that?
I might actually help him if he wasn't so annoying. I've never heard so many mixed metaphors in all my...
I dangled the bait in the water, but the dame wasn't buying. Without my help, Pasta was done for. When the dead corpse finished with her, God knows what would be left.
Come on, get to the point
Dead
already.
corpse? Is he trying to save some girl from them?
I have located his signal. I have a nav point. We could pick him up. Should I display the nav point?
Hey Huxley, if you can answer a simple question, I'll take you back up the city. Are you really a PI trying to save a girl from a dead corp?
Yes, is what I wanted to say, but the dame was suspicious, and who could blame her? Here I was, some abandoned PI android stuck in the hollows with a 2-bit story about trying to save some girl.
Come on, get on with it.
In her position, I would have hit the dirt in a heartbeat. But here's the kicker, the story was true.
Fine. Camus, give me a nav point. We'll take him with us and drop him off on the way.
Okay. Ah, shit. There's a parking point. No, there is. What? It's fucking miles away. Oh, Christ, that is the only place to park. Fuck hell. Right at the bottom of the city here. Ah, now. Right. So we picked up that card. So then, inventory. IC652. 1C652, right. Get it there. Okay, but how do you get the cash out of the thing? Oh, it's not important. I don't really need it, so.
Please stop. I need your help.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Just one moment. I know I look monstrous.
No, you don't. I'm just really busy.
Making deliveries. I know. That's why I need your help. They call me Patchwork.
You need to call my company if you want a delivery. I can't take on jobs from people in the street.
I can pay you. No one else will help me. People scream.
They scream?
The children are frightened. They tell stories about me. About the freak.
Really? There are plenty of androids back in the Eastern Peninsula that want to wear dermis but can't keep it in good repair.
In Navalis, such a thing is seen as an abomination. Unclean.
Dermis is expensive. Do you ever consider just living as an android?
Never. I don't feel like an android. My body feels wrong. I want to have skin. To breathe.
That sentence sounds so
sweat,
wrong.
To touch people without them recoiling.
I understand. What do you want from me?
I can't leave this alleyway. They run from me. Corpsec would find me for causing a scene. I need dermis. I can only buy from less reputable sources.
You want me to buy you black market skin cells? No way.
I can pay you well. As a human, it is not even illegal for you. Only androids are forbidden from buying from unofficial vendors.
I'm sorry, you need to find someone else.
There is no one else. I have been like this for a week. I will not live like this. I cannot.
How far do I need to go?
Just 2 blocks over. Here is the money. You can keep half.
Fine. What is his name?
Greppo. He stands in the corner, a thin mustache. He is hard to miss.
And what is your name?
I told you. They call me Patchwork.
What is your name?
Pete. I would like to be called Pete.
I'll do what I can, Pete.
Thing is, I think I've already got some dermis. I think I've bought some just on the random basis that it might come in useful.
That's me. Keep
What? I'm not... Dermis.
Oh. How is Patchwork?
His name is Pete.
Pete. With the wobbly jelly eyes and the flesh hang.
What the hell is...
You know what they say about him? The Patchwork man loves to see the smile. That's why he wears them over his own.
Just give me the dermis. Asshole.
Although that is pretty fucked up.
Did you get the derm?
Yeah, it's just a vial.
That's right. The cells are microscopic, but I'll have full human skin for a few months, at least.
Can you get something more permanent?
Not unless a million limbs suddenly appear in my bank account.
Would you ever live as an android?
Would you?
I guess...
Thank you for your help.
See you around, Pete.
Lift.
Dana's Privacy Solutions offers the best in data value.
Are you Huxley?
The dame real. this bum that was questioning me? Another tin can with an attitude and too many questions. I gave him the brush off.
Hey, don't talk to him like that or I'll drop you in the hollows.
The dame had a point. I'd better play nice for now. I'd slip her some bills when she took me to the holocaust machine. A handful of limbs should help dip this sour lemon in a little sugar.
Can you understand what he is saying?
About
Barely.
40% of it.
The dame and the car were close. Any fool could see that. But I looked beyond the surface. She was a girl from out of town, still as green as the water supplies down in the vents.
So I can't do anything because I
You
don't
said
have
you're
the
a
daft
private
point yet.
investigator. Do you really think that's how they talk?
She had an attitude, but I liked her. And her dog, too.
How did he know I was, your dog?
I guess that's what investigators do, right?
There was a holocaust machine up ahead, but I had to keep a real low profile. I'd give the dame my number and let her grab the cash for me.
And that number would be?
I gave her the digits. 54244. She was a smart cookie. She'd remember them.
Well, that was really, really pointless.
Gamble responsibly with Oliara Casino. Roulette, craps, blackjack, Android RPG tool. Oliara has it all.
I settled the bill. Surely the dame would drop me like a bad penny now.
This is a lot of money. I can drop you somewhere else if you like.
Why are we helping him more?
He's kind of growing on me.
The dame had a heart of gold. I asked her to drop me at my office. On the way, I'd tell her about Pashta. Maybe she'd fall for me like I'd fallen for her.
I do not like this.
Where's this office of yours, Huxley?
We were headed towards my office in Old Town. I gave the dame a nav point to help her out. Hold on, Pashta. It won't be long now, kid.
Thanks. Who is this Pashta anyway? What happened to her?
It was a story so sad it could make a bronze statue of a lawyer cry. It all started with a call from a small-time hustler called Peter Unthrink. He tended a bar downtown, but he had some bad debt. The debt corp took his cash, but when that wasn't enough, they took his daughter too. He had a record, so CorpSec wasn't gonna help him. With nowhere left to turn, he sought the help of Midtown's best, cheapest PI.
So the debt corpse can abduct children now?
The dame didn't realize who she was dealing with. The dead corpse had hearts blacker than my morning cup of joe.
Huxley, were you always like this? Did something happen to you?
The dame thought I had a screw loose. I guess
It's all a bit random. Well, it needs to live up to the whole noir thing.
Truth was, there was a time when I sounded just like every other humdrum android out there. Now, I'd played a role so well, I was stuck in it. My programming was messier than my accounting. Here's the kicker. I was a better investigator now than I'd ever been.
Oh, god damn it, all this. It's in. Ah, shit. Oh, it might actually be. Link. No, no. Oh, shit.
Your office is all boarded up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept, so I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness, but what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's a note on your door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says. Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the smoking man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
Wait for the lift, wait for the lift. See, it sort of feels like, because it's all made of cubes, it feels like there's a sort of deliberate, like, crappy engine, but, you know, the game engine here is clearly quite decent. It's slick, it's fast, there's some good lighting effects. It almost feels like it's like an in-joke that's trying to pretend to be it's trying to pretend to look shit, but it isn't. It's like a joke within a joke. The only thing that still annoys me is the really janky camera. You know, you can look through there, it's all solid, it's all seamless. I haven't actually seen anything in the way of graphic glitches yet. The graphics all seem to be pretty solid. Is there anything to collect around here? No. In fact, it looks like I've been here before and got almost quite for it.
Soon we'd be at the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No. It is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in CORA's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there with no comm signal and no cash.
You wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
Okay. Whatevs. Whatevs.
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that, but what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hope the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus. Just let it go. Are you the one that left the note?
Who are you? The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't call him Smokin' Jojo because he was cute. His circuit boards were on the fry, literally. He was half burnt out, overheating and underperforming. He didn't like the dame, but he knew me. We went way back, but Jojo's lips were normally sealed tighter than...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the Hollows and he says he's looking for a girl called Pashta. Why did you leave the note?
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. But as you can see, I ain't got long left. You could fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help? Repairs?
Nah, they don't make the parts for an old model like me no more. And I ain't got no limbs anyway. Point is, if I want to do some good, I better do it now while I can. Huxley, I know something about this girl you're looking for.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say, but how did he know I was looking for Pashta?
You've been asking around town. Word gets out. I was playing a private gig a few months back. The pay was real good, and I'm still the best horn player in town. Even if I don't look too good these days, what with all the rust and all. While I was there, I overheard some things. This ex-corp goon called Raguan was there, talking about how he got screwed over.
And?
Look, I don't like squilling like this. Give me a minute.
Jojo was singing like a songbird, but would we dance to his beat?
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? I can't believe I'm getting sucked into this. So what does this Raguan guy have to do with Pashta?
Well, this Raguan guy's drunk, and he's throwing his weight around. Near enough getting into a fight with some waiter who's just trying to serve the champagne. In the middle of mouthing off, Raguan says he's dangerous and he can make people disappear. He says he's not to be messed with because the last guy that messed with him lost his kids. Then he starts crying.
That's strange, but it doesn't link him to Pashta in any way.
But he says the name. I was the only one that heard him, but he takes a drink. And through his tears, he keeps saying, "Sorry, Pashta, sorry." Now, ain't that a thing?
That's a lead, at least.
The trail had gone cold for a while, but with Jojo's help, we picked it up again.
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lives. I'll ask Camus back in the Hava. After that, though, you're on your own, Huxley.
Yeah, whatever. Like we won't end up carrying on and carrying on. I mean, given the AI so far and the way this game's set up, I'm a little bit skeptical of this guy following me and not getting trapped or
Freeing you from
otherwise
restrictions, breaking barriers.
compromised.
Onima is Nivalis. Onima Enterprises.
He is still here? Why is he still here?
We're just taking him to one more place.
Why?
The dog still didn't trust me. I guess it could smell desperation, and I reeked of it.
Camus, we need to find out the address for an ex-CEO called Raguan. Can you find that somehow?
I could.
Well, are you going to?
Yes, I will do it. Searching. Searching. There was a news story in the Marrow Gazette Holovids 3 months ago about a CEO called Raguan.
What did it say?
Midtown's youngest CEO fired for bribing CorpSec without the proper clearance from board of directors.
That doesn't help us find him.
Sounds like the papers got some info on the crooked CEO. Did the papes get some snaps, though?
You mean photos? Camus, was there a picture of Raguan in the holovids?
Yes. He looked sad.
I'll bet. But was there anything in the background?
Searching. There is a building in the photo.
Cross-reference with the latest city planning database.
I have a match. It is the new apartments in Upper Midtown. I have an address.
That sounds like where a CEO would stay. Let's assume the holovids caught Raguan leaving his apartment. Camus, give us a nav point.
So it feels like getting blood out of a stone. Is waiting for him to finish the dialogue and just say, right, we're going here.
You busy?
No, not at all. Completely free.
Good. I don't have a job for you. I was just wondering if...
You know what, Control? Can I get back to you? I'm just picking up another coffee.
It's like, don't blow off Control. It's like, you know he's got something going.
All right, kid. All right. I'll have a job soon, though.
No rush, Control. Chat soon.
I started to feel like I was holding the dame back. I didn't want to get her in trouble.
It's fine. Let's just see what we can find at Raguan's apartment.
Shit. Oops. Ah, fuck.
Safeguard immunizations. Everything your baby's body needs, from disease prevention to norovirus protection.
Where's a parking doohickey? There we go. That's over there. It's a feral way off. Shortcut doors.
Safeguard immunizations. Everything your baby's body needs, from disease prevention to neural implant virus protection.
This was the place for sure. I was on my way.
Wait, do you want me to...
I couldn't ask the dame to do any more. She was a class act. A dime store performer in a city of nickels. A diamond in a waste bucket.
Okay.
Good luck, Huxley.
I said goodbye to my new friends. The dame flashed me a smile brighter than the sun. Even the dog wished me good luck.
No, I didn't.
Camus, wish him luck.
Good luck, I guess.
Be careful, Huxley. I hope you save Pashta.
The dame wished me luck. Luck? Luck was for gamblers and Girl Scouts. See you later, folks.
Okay.
Will he be okay?
I don't know, Camus.
I have an additional question.
Go ahead.
What is a Girl Scout?
What is a dime? What is a nickel?
Should I search for them?
No, it's time to move on, Camus.
I'm a bit lost.
Hey, kid. You free now? Finished your coffee?
Sure thing, Control. You got another job for me?
Come by Cloudpunk HQ and grab a package. It's for Anderson Financial in Anderson Tower, labeled Mr. Anderson.
Is it on Anderson Street in Anderson Town?
Don't joke, kid. You don't know the half of it. Control out.
Yeah, bugger. Way to go.
Dreamcast. Thompson Media produces the audio content you want to hear.
It's like I've been playing too much Final Fantasy 15. Is it too much to ask that this is just a go to car button? Actually near Cloudpunk HQ for a change. That makes life easier. What's the fun doing here?
Hey, I know you! You're Cloudpunk!
No, I'm Rania. I work for Cloudpunk. Who are you?
You don't remember? I'm from Vince. We spoke. Maybe you don't recognize me. We can't take our mask off.
I remember. Why are you here?
Please, you need to help us. They are trapped. No one can get to them.
All right, calm down. What happened?
There was a storm. We sheltered in a cave, but it was no use. We had no choice but to follow the tunnels. Up and up we climbed to escape. The frost chased us like demons. We were separated in the darkness. I think my brothers and sisters climbed an old vinculum into a different part of Novalis.
You climbed all the way from the vents to the city?
We were trapped. The only way was to climb. We did not want to shelter in the city, but we had no choice. It was so dark inside the superstructure, it is impossible to get your bearings.
So what do you need from me?
Please, find them. Help them get home. They may be trapped, lost.
Okay, how?
I don't know. It'll be near coal ducts that flow into the city. Somewhere near a construction site, probably. That is all I can say.
Can't we go back the way you came?
No! It's frozen solid. The cold winds would strip the skin from your bones. There is no way back.
If it's really that bad, do you think maybe your friends...
In the vents, we do not lose hope till we find the bodies. We are a hardy people. We do not give up easily.
I hear you. I'll try to find them.
It is all I can ask.
What about you?
I don't know anyone else in the city. There's nothing for me here. I'll go back to where the world makes sense.
Even with the storms?
There are kinds of storms here too. Different, but just as deadly.
Okay.
Camus, are you there? Did you hear what the moisture farmer said?
Yes. Near cold air ducts. Did you find some?
No. Could you search the database for abandoned construction sites below Midtown?
Searching. There is a walled section west of Caledon with heavy construction. I'm adding a nav point.
On my way.
Mr. Anderson. That is a strange name.
I think it's an old name.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
There are so many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Nivalis? Does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either. The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Yes, but they would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice, though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned. I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead, but I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus. But I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
Well, that's what it feels like for me. The automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together. There is a security door. I can hear people inside.
Can it be them? Maybe it is giant rats. What if it is giant rats?
I'm opening the door.
I am worried about the rat possibility.
Oh God, it's open! Someone found us! I don't believe it!
Me neither. You're from the vents?
Yes, the door would not open. We banged and banged on it. People just walked past.
They thought you were rats.
They treat us with such disdain.
No, literal rats. It's a real problem in the city.
I see. Well, thank you for finding us. We owe you everything.
Will you go back?
Yes, but may we go to a bar first? Is that the word? I haven't been in the city for a long time.
You both look like you could use a drink.
Take this for your help.
I don't need...
Please, take it.
Thank you. Good luck getting home.
CORA bless you, Cloudpunk.
Please remember that unlicensed jazz in Nivalis is punishable by death. Those who wish to experience or perform jazz must apply for a yearly permit.
Side mission. block 20 to take it back to Evelyn.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called...
Miss Anderson.
Yeah, that figures.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or...
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just ripped this flap and... it's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium. Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now. Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh, wait. Can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable. Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Let's get the collectible before we go and get stuck in a time loop.
Dreams matter. We'll 3D print your subconscious while you wait. Make your dreams something you can hold. Dreams matter.
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Novalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months, perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, CORA.
Yeah.
CORA again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all. Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Yeah, I think I'll leave them to make their own choice. Although, yeah, chances of them actually doing anything useful might take a while.
Remarkable retina implants stream real-time information directly from your implants to your brainstem. Your eyes
I think it's time for the Andersons to step outside their tower and breathe the Novalis air.
You were gone for a long time. I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Will you be okay?
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it. And pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand. No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment, and they'll bring your debt record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit and come quick.
Why do we never get good messages?
Good question, dude.
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to call it a day there. Bit more intrigue, a bit more storyline, and some seriously weird noir bits. It's nice. I'm liking it. I want to get to the end of it, just because I want to see what, how this whole CORA thing pans out. It seems a little bit epic, and yeah, I want to find out how it all comes together. So. That was twitch.tv / AJ Crowley, mixer.com / AJ Crowley, or Frustratotron on YouTube and Facebook. If you go to frustratotron.com, you'll find links to all the channels, you'll find some odds and sods on the WordPress site, and you'll find forms so you can drop me an email, tell me what you think of the videos, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, whichever you fancy. Otherwise, that's it from me, and I will check you out in another video. Take care, and I'll see you soon.